What is going on there, guys? Kempy here, and welcome back today to the Wrexham save. Thank you guys so much for all of your support the weekend just gone. You guys absolutely smashed it. You've smashed 300 subs. Now it's just time. We've got 15 days effectively to try and get up to that 350. If you guys can make it happen, I'll be so thankful. And potential of a little giveaway. I haven't decided on that yet, or if that would even be. But if you guys keep smashing it, that'll be coming. Today is transfer deadline day. We are a few games away. We've got a game against Forest Green coming up first. I'll skip the game against the Manchester United under-21s and probably show you the goals in that one. And then it's deadline day. And it should be an exciting deadline day because we keep losing and I need to fix it and we need to sort it out. Obviously, last episode we did lose to Arsenal. Since then, we lost 1-0 to Luton. Aaron Hayden was sent off in this game at 2-2, gave away a penalty, straight red card, 3-game ban. We lost 4-2 in the end to Peterborough. And things that need to change. I've had some outrageous players in on trial. Marcus Rojo was looking to come in. Kenny McLean, I haven't gone for both of them. Will Fish is another one that I'm potentially interested in, but I don't think he's a big enough step up. So what I think I'm going to be doing is grinning and bearing it for now until we get to deadline day and hope we can find some outrageous players to come in for next to nothing on the wage bill. That'd be massively, massively helpful. That can hopefully help us get up into a more solidified playoff spot, because right now we're just bouncing in between sort of 5th and 10th, and I want to hopefully get that playoff spot. If you guys are excited, smash the like button. Forest Green at home, sitting in 11th place. Let's give it a game, shall we? Just before we get into it then, like I did say, there is a massive, massive hope for me. If I can reach 350 subscribers by Christmas, I'll be absolutely buzzing and potentially do a giveaway on the channel as well. So if you're not subscribed and you are loving the content, hit subscribe. It's free. It helps me out massively and I'll be ever so thankful. But let's get into it. It's a big, big call, and when you have big, big players, you have to make them calls. Aubameyang drops to the bench since he's come into the team. We've not won quite as many games. I don't think that's down to him because he's been quite good in the match engine itself, but that's the thing that's changed, and we're not winning any more games. So we go back to Eminem up front together. Smith, Bellingham, Baconson and Ryan in midfield. O'Connor finally fit enough to make that bench again. Milne, Andy Yappan and Dishon Bernard. There's a new centre-back with McGeehee at right-back. Ben Wilson in goal, ever present as always. We just need a win today. We need to turn this form around. We need to get the ship by the wheel and spin it. And we need to get back onto winning ways. We've been shocking the last couple of games. A red card from Aaron Hayden does not help in the slightest. And when that happens, it's just not good enough. And to be honest, that could be the final nail of the coffin for Aaron Hayden for being a starter as it is anyway. I think he's been on a meteoric rise with us. We've gone from National League to League One playoffs. And I think it's time he maybe becomes a backup. If we can get someone similar to... Go on. Penalty. I love that. If we can get someone similar to Dishon Bernard and centre-back with him, I'd be over the moon. Let's try and go 1-0 up nice and early. Paul Mullin, you need a goal to break the duck. Get a goal for us from the spot. He does. He's not like Harry Kane. It's way too early to say that because I'm English and it hurts already. That was deep. He's not done a Harry Kane. He has stuck it in the bottom corner. It is 1-0 to the mighty Wrexham. And that is a good goal to open up. Meepo winning the penalty from a corner ball. And thankfully, he slots it away. So, free kick, Forest Green, 12 minutes in. I hope it's not Alexis McAllister. It's up, it's over, it's just off the top of the net. I mean, we've signed Aubameyang, so would you put Forest Green past signing McAllister? Possibly not. I've heard weirder things like Aubameyang playing for Wrexham. So, let's maybe just assume that's not though. Mullin free kick, about 45 yards out, then ball in the box. Andy Yappan trying to go up for it, not winning that one. Ramirani Ryan, finding Jordan McGee. Mullin finds Meepo Weko, and a good save from McGee, the goalkeeper of Forest Green. I think Meepo was just offside, and he was indeed. So that chance does not matter. But the highlights are coming thick and fast in this game. We're obviously up for this, which is good, because like I say, we've had some poor form recently. I have spoken to the boys. I think it was around the turn of form last time where I said that, you know, things aren't going well. They need to improve. So I can't do it again yet, but I think they're going to improve it themselves. A fantastic ball in from Ramirani Ryan. Meepo getting on the end of it, and Eminem back together up front and back scoring goals. Maybe we just need to find a way to get Aubameyang on the left somehow, push him up as an inverted forward, inside forward, sorry. That could be the option. Obviously, it then limits Johnny Smith and Jordan Davies' game time. But, we need to improve. And if we're going to bring players in like Aubameyang, we have to use them. And maybe that's a way we do that. Ryan's having a great game on the right wing. Smith is also having a fairly decent game on the left. As I was about to say, he's not having the best. Ticks into the green. So 7.1 as a left mid without an assist. Quite a good game, to be honest. But hopefully we can just now assert some dominance in this one. It's a great ball in behind, and Hume does get there, but great defensive work from Jordan McGeehee. And he does get a good block on that one. I am trying some today with Deshaun Bernard at centre-back and McGee at right-back. Obviously, it's normally the other way around, but today we've tried that. Paul Mullin, that would have been absolutely outrageous, and that would have been confidence flowing right back through that man's veins, but it's just over the bar. But yeah, we are trying something a little bit different with them two switched around today. Just Aaron Hayden's out, and we need to try something. We need to just shore ourselves back. We can't concede 4 goals in the game and be surprised we're not in the playoffs, especially when Peterborough, a team that we were fairly close to and equal to, obviously dropping down to 10 men does not help. But regardless, defensively, we have not been good enough this season, and that's a position that I'm looking to improve. Hopefully, we can bring in either a right back, so Jordan McGee can go to left centre back and Bernard can stay at centre back, or we bring in a centre back to replace McGee at centre back and McGee stays at right back, or even both, so McGee maybe drops out of the team as well. Ball in from Meepo. Mullin's not going to get in the end of that one. Ramirani Ryan whipping it back in, and Paul Mullin just wide of the mark. But yeah, that is what I'm looking for on deadline day. Possibly another midfielder. I've not been massively impressed with Tyreek Baconson. But it's not, a must on the list. And we definitely don't need any more strikers because we're struggling. We're bursting the seams as it is for strikers. Decent goal there for Forest Green Rovers. And that gets this game right back into the interesting state. Good goal there by Sheriff. Great ball through as well. Is it from Smythe as Sheriff goes through? Yeah. Oh, it's from Piggott. Yeah, great ball. Defence just switched off for half a second. And the Yapan still obviously in his youth of the day. Defence as a whole, if I look at that, 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", just not quite good enough in the average rating side of things. And it just worries me. I don't know why we're not doing very well defensively. Obviously, the 4-4-2 is a formation where the defence is left sometimes a little bit vulnerable. But that's why we've got the ball winner in midfield with Baconson. But obviously, maybe he's not a natural. And O'Connor just helps, provide that screen. So maybe it's just something as simple as that. Meepo Bueko goes very, very close. And nearly a good assist there from Joe Bellingham. I've not said his name much today in the slightest, have I? Going a bit under the radar maybe. They've just switched into a 4-back and they were in a 5-back, so I'm going to do the complete opposite and switch around just to confuse them, maybe just that little bit. We'll get Hosanna on as a right wing back. We'll just make these couple of changes as well, and O'Connor can come on hopefully just to regain just some match sharpness. We won't change the front two just yet. We'll leave it as is just for the last 15 minutes, and hopefully we can hold on to this 2-1 lead. Let's just we'll leave that. Ooh, it is our highlight. It's Mullin with the ball in. Meepo doesn't win it. It does go to a Forest Green player, and it is Bennett. Long ball forward, easy enough to collect. Let's just rebuild. I don't like that. I did not like that pass at all from Baconson, but luckily it was well cleared, and we can try and build again from the back. Baconson on the ball this time. Find a McGee. Can you find a ball in the middle somewhere? Oh, he's gone back to keeper again. I get worried when they start swivelling in at this level because they could just lose concentration and miss the ball. It's happened so many times. Milne doing a great job down that left-hand side. Ball in the box. Baconson does get on the end of it. Heads it just over the bar then. Just literally 5 minutes to go. We're going to just drop to cautious and just time waste that little bit more just as we move in to the last 2 or 3 minutes. There is a highlight, and it will be typical now for us to concede. Andy Apan does get back and collect the ball, which is good. I was worried that there was going to be a little bit of sleepiness and no one was going to get on the end of that. We have cleared it straight to them, and the pressure is mounting, and Martin Sheriff gets his second of the game, and it's 2-2, and I'm fuming. Why can't we keep a lead? It is really, really frustrating. Oh, it's so annoying. Right. Where is Aubameyang? Get Aubameyang on. Aubameyang, go up there, mate. Get you as inverted forward on the left. Keep that as is. Maybe just make you a fullback on defend. And I think that's all I can do. Swap them 2 round as well. Oh, it's so frustrating. Just the form recently, we just cannot break. We sort of had 4 or 5 games we didn't win at the end of the last month. And then this month we seemed to turn it round. Played against Arsenal. We only lost 2-1, so it's not like morale is massively down from that. And we've not managed to shake that defeat. And it's another draw on the books. I'm going to tell them I'm unhappy. Because deep down, I really am. That's a game we had to win if we wanted to try and solidify a place in the playoffs. Forest Green are a mid-table side, and that is what they are. We should be able to beat them, but we've drawn 2-2, and that is another 2 points dropped. Leave us 8th in the league then. Crew with a game in hand, so we'd be 2 points behind Barnsley, and then potentially 4 or 5 behind the other 3. It's getting a bit more difficult, and it looks like it might just be one place that is up for grabs for us. We need to turn this form around. We need a good deadline day. I'm going to go ahead, sim this game against Manchester United in the Papa John's Trophy, and bring you guys back for hopefully a busy deadline day. I mean, talk about interesting. Something that I've really not considered, and I really didn't think I was ever going to be interested by. I've had a Norwich job offer interview. They're second in the Championship. And it's basically a guarantee we are going to go up. We're obviously a very strong... Well, they're obviously a very, very strong side. I do like Norwich as well. A decent side. They've still got a few of the lads they've got in real life. Another few young kids coming through as well, like Sam McCallum. Josh Sargent is going for around 30 million. So there's money in the bank. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to save it here. And if you guys want to see me attempt to get this job as a Twitch save, I'll do that. Because I like the fact we're in 2025. I'm looking for something to do over on Twitch. So I'm going to save this here and just call it Norwich job interview. Get in the comments and I'll put it on Twitter as well. Do you want to see a Norwich save where we do leave Wrexham and we go ahead and accept this Norwich offer on Twitch? Let me know down in the comments. We beat Manchester United. The under-21s. To be fair, Hannibal's in the team. He's worth like £60 million. Will Fish, who we had in on loan. Hanson Aaron played. He must be worth a fair bit. What's he worth? I can't see it. £35 million. Ethan Ennis, Dan Gore, Amari Fawcett, Charlie Savage come on. Tyler Fredrickson. Obviously, I know a lot of these players as a Manchester United fan. But it's good to beat them. And we're actually into the semi-finals of the Papa John's Trophy. So maybe I will now show you guys what happens. We're going to get Palace or Fulham. We're not. That's Lincoln and Manchester City. So if we do manage to beat Arsenal or Brighton's under-21s, we will be in the final of the Papa John's Trophy. The semi-final is going to be played sometime soon, I guess. When is it going to be played? It's going to be played the 11th of March, so there'll definitely be an episode in between, probably around here, maybe Charlton and Morecambe. Or maybe we fly forward to that, and that might even be the youth intake as well. Depends, I suppose, how these next few games go for me. If we end up maybe losing the next 3, I might not bring you guys back, and I'll go straight to that. If we end up winning all 3 and we're in the playoffs, it looks like, maybe we do come back for a couple of games somewhere around here. I mean, realistically, looking at this run of games we've got, we should be winning every single game up until Bolton. So, hopefully, I'll bring you guys back and we'll be flying high, especially depending on how this deadline day goes. I'm excited for it. Let's just see actually who we are going to face, Arsenal and Brighton. But I'm excited for this deadline day. I've still not really got anyone scouted or anything. I'm waiting to see what that deadline day filter brings, and I'll be asking the director of football as well. We get a chance to beat Arsenal. We lost during the FA Cup to their main side 2-1. Can we beat their under-21s? I hope so, and it'll be nice to go into a final and win some silverware. 10 hours left of deadline day. The only deal I'm currently looking at is a Dan Iqbal in on loan, and that's the only reason I've gone for him at the moment. Is the only one is because it's such a small wage percentage. I've got a lot of players that I am looking at and I'm doing a lot of looking into for, but I'm waiting to hope that the wage that are required by the team drops down to either sort of 20-30% or to nothing, which sometimes it does as deadline day progressive. We could see that, so keep your eyes peeled. Things are happening. So Dan's not coming in. I've tried twice. Put him as an important player, star player, both rejected. Sadly, we're not getting Zidane. It's gone right down to the wire, and sadly, they didn't actually edit how much money they wanted in terms of fees or in terms of wages. But we've got the two men that I wanted from the very, very start. First of all is a right back, Taylor Gardner-Hickman. If we compare him to Bryce Hosanna, it is a massive, massive upgrade in terms of a right back. A little bit slower, but in terms of actually defensive work and being a footballer, much, much better. And even in terms, if we're going to compare him to Deshaun Bernard, he's even better defensively than an actual centre-back playing at right back. Again, same physicality, a little bit slower, but vision, attacking, technical, aerial, very, very good. We are paying his full wages. It's £1,500 and 6k on the month as well. But Taylor Gardner-Hickman is in and is a very, very good right back. So I'm happy to get him over the line. The next one, I think I'm most excited about. Someone that I really, really wanted to get on £0 because he's on £2,500 or £2,800 a week. Jarrell Dorset, we've had to pay his full wages, but he's a Rangers centre-back. He's played for Blackpool. He's been a full starter for Rochdale in League 2 a few years ago and in Kilmarnock. But if we compare this man to Aaron Hayden as who he'll be replacing, it's night and day. Absolute night and day. He looks unbelievable. We're paying nothing in terms of monthly fees. It's just his wages. So Jarrell Dorset comes in as well. So two signings that I did want to make, a new right back and a new centre back, are both in. So defensively, we should be solid. I've not got a lot of time left, but I'm going to have a quick look to see if we can find a defensive midfielder. You can see the deadline day thing. There's no one there because I've been through everyone, everywhere looking. So let's have a little look just for one more player. It is a defensive midfielder that I want to try and get in just for a bit more cover. So let me try and find one. If not, that'll be that. Boy, oh boy, I think we have found our man and we have a deal accepted and ready to go through with 30 minutes to go. Liam Shaw, someone that I was looking at previously, he is available to sign on a free, but he's not interested in coming in just yet. I believe I looked at Liam in the summer as well, so we've been on a month-by-month rolling contract for Celtic. He's not played at all this season, but just look at some of them stats. He looks fantastic and he could be the new player in central defensive midfield. I haven't actually compared him to Thomas O'Connor yet. We're playing £3,200 of his wages, and he's a better player, definitely a better player. Vision, attacking, technical, aerial, tiny bit less on defensive, physical and mental and speed. But as a loan signing to come in, there is no doubt that is a great signing. Liam Shaw is in as well. And that wraps up our transfer business, which I'm very, very happy with. 3.5 star Liam Shaw. Potential for that, if he really impresses me, we go big and get him in for the end of the season as well. In terms of Dorset, he's a 3-star potential for 4 star. And Taylor Gardner-Hickman, 3-star potential of 3.5. So I think that wraps up our transfer business. And I'm much happier with how that has gone than I thought it might. When we were going through minute by minute, we went from 14 to 10 instantly. I showed you guys the Dan Iqbal deal because I didn't know if a lot was going to happen. I had them 3 on my radar, and here we are. 15 minutes to go. All 3 confirmed. A mad rush at the end. Let's just make sure we get Liam Shaw in and confirmed. That is done. So we are just over, I believe, the wage budget by a couple of £1,000. We are. So we're spending a fair amount of money. I mean, where do we rank up in terms... Oh, not me. Where do we rank up in terms of the overall spend? Because there is a way you can see that. And I've shown you guys it a few times. It is team detailed and then down to the bottom. Wages. So we're 11th in that. So, you know what? Not too bad at all. Given some of the teams we are up against, I feel like we had to increase that a tiny bit. So I am very happy with that. At least we're not Luton spending 6 million and we're 18th in the league. So I think we should now have a very good February. Like I said to you guys earlier, I'm hoping we can win pretty much every game until that Arsenal game. You guys might come back somewhere in the middle, maybe against Bolton. Oh Christ, Bolton's quite soon. Yeah, you'll come back against Bolton and possibly Wickham. Then I'll play the next 3 games off of camera, and then after that will be the Papa John's semi-final. Like I said, thank you guys as always for being absolute legends. The support has been mental, and I cannot thank you guys enough. There is a special like a versus video, or a random FM video to say out tomorrow, so make sure to give that one a watch. It is a very, very cool simulation, something that I hope happens. Being a Manchester United fan, that is all I'm going to say. The rest is a surprise. If you want any sneak peeks, head over to Twitter as well and follow down there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.